Hi, this is Tracy Keller with Rise to It. You were made for more. I've talked to you a lot about your thoughts and the power of your thoughts when they have to do with how you feel about yourself and the way you talk about yourself and the results that can have on your body. I've been asked the question, well, if I really feel this way about myself, how do I change the way I feel? How do I go about changing my thoughts? So, as I was thinking about the true answer to this for myself, which maybe this can be a help to you, I had to go to a place when it came to my eating challenges where I knew that it wasn't about food. I knew that it wasn't about the cravings or the overeating. And yes, I did all those things. I would get rid of the food or run miles and miles and miles or starve myself. With all that, food was always on my mind. I didn't have a freedom away from food. Food was not just a way to nourish myself. It was truly a drug. I like to call it the good girl drug. When you're not going out and getting drunk, you're not doing drugs, so it's the accepted drug. So, how did I get to this place where now food is food? Which I'm so amazed at what God has done. Yes, I feel certainly that what happened was a trigger in my heart of the truth. When I looked at myself, I didn't like myself very much. I didn't feel like I was honest with myself or the world. Here I was, a personal trainer, and doing horrible things to my body to try to keep it looking a certain way. And it wasn't until this wise woman began to talk about the power of the love of a father and how sometimes we haven't felt that kind of love, that we will use other means to sabotage ourselves. And for me, it was food or lack thereof. So there was a trigger where I finally allowed myself to cry. I allowed myself to heal, and I was able to look at myself instead of beating myself up for feeling out of control with food and looking at the wounded little girl. And I'm not saying this is where everyone is. All I'm saying is, can you give yourself grace? Grace to look at yourself as that little girl that's longing for a supernatural love, that's longing for the fairy tale life. So, when you can give yourself grace and love yourself right where you are, the healing begins. And in order to love yourself right where you are, look at yourself as that sweet little girl, where you're no longer condemning her, you're no longer talking down to her, you're embracing her. You're embracing her, so you're embracing you. So, try this. Try looking at yourself completely differently from the little girl that is so loved and so deserving of love. And I guarantee you're going to rise to it.